you to our sponsor. You turn this dream today. Every smile in this room, you help light the way. From the first small yes.
Eastern Maine Sports.
Hello and welcome to the campus of Foxcroft Academy for a girls basketball matchup between the Washington Academy Raiders and your Foxcroft Academy Ponies. Appreciate you guys tuning in. This is Eastern Maine Sports Broadcast. I'm Logan Martin, joined alongside Toby Nelson here. You know, we got a great matchup here between the Raiders and the Ponies. Foxcroft Academy comes in at 11-3. The Raiders here on the road at 4-9 on the season. Toby, this girls basketball team for the Foxcroft Academy Ponies have turned some heads with their play this season. They've been well coached. They played fast. They played physical. They've had young girls step up and really, form an identity for this basketball team. How can the Raiders come in and handle business today?
Well, as you mentioned, Logan, coming into this one, the Raiders are going to need to handle some business because Foxcroft provides a lot of offensive firepower, led really by Nola Mason. The sophomore has been averaging 15 to 20 points per game for Coach Tyler Muzzy this year, and doing it inside and out, playing a good brand of basketball. But there are also some other pieces as well that are working well for the Foxcroft Academy girls as we come into the season. Cassidy LaBelle, a transfer student in, is playing her senior year, providing some presence underneath, which Foxcroft hasn't had for a couple of seasons. So for the WA Raiders, they need to play ball control. They need to hit some shots when they need to, and they need to try to keep Foxcroft Academy off the boards, because if they don't do that, it could be a long afternoon for Washington Academy.
You bring up a great point. The second chance opportunities that the Raiders need to limit for the Foxcroft Academy Ponies. The Ponies are led by Nola Mason, like Toby just mentioned, averaging above 15 points a game, has really been the X factor for this Ponies basketball squad. But there's also other pieces to the team that have really performed well too. Cassie LaBelle making her name known on the rebounds. Allie Cook defending the best player for the opposing team. Is there anyone on the roster for the Washington Academy Raiders that you can see Allie Cook maybe guarding in this one?
Looking down the lineup as far as size-wise for the Raiders, looking at Meadow Rohde would be someone that you'd see her match up on. Raiders are going to have to be able to pound the ball inside. It's not insurmountable. We've seen some teams be able to do it against Foxcroft, but defensively they've been pretty good this year. So, again, it's going to be a slower tempo. Raiders need to hit some shots and try to hang around in this one. And it's a road game, too. Foxcroft won handily on the road earlier this season, so always tough to come on the road and try to pick up that W.
100%. Hammond Lumber is our presenting sponsor. They are a fourth-generation family-owned company with over 900 dedicated employees across 22 locations in Maine and New Hampshire, a trusted Maine building supply, service, and materials company serving industry since 1953. We'd like to appreciate you guys tuning in to this broadcast. The Washington Academy Raiders face off against the Foxcroft Academy Ponies up next. We'll be back after this break.
Sweatshirts, jackets, hats, baby clothes, and much more. Get your Eastern Maine sports merch at www.bonfire.com/store/eastern-maine-sports or at easternmainsports.com. Wide selection of items available, with more being added frequently.
Are you looking for the perfect house? Well, look no further than Next Home Experience Realtor, Jamie Gilbert. Jamie covers the greater Bangor area all the way up to Greenville. She offers superior personal service before, during, and after your transaction. So if you are in the greater Bangor area and you see Luke the next home dog on a lawn, make sure to call Next Home Experience Realtor Jamie Gilbert. Give her a call at 207-343-1215 and get started on finding your dream home today.
Explosions broke in the sky. All that I needed
And softball training facility has the perfect gift for the budding all-star on your holiday shopping list. Give the gift of training. Sluggers offers both group and one-on-one lessons for all levels. Give the gift of experience. From batting cages to advanced technology, Sluggers is the perfect place to get practice and improve skills. Give the gift of competition. Joining a travel team at Sluggers is a great way to learn and grow with new friends. You're sure to hit it out of the park when you give the gift of Sluggers.
Building or remodeling a home or office and need electrical work? Call Ideal Energy Solutions. Ideal Energy Solutions is ready to wire your building right. Don't settle for less than ideal. Go with Ideal Energy Solutions. Call today.
Brothers Meats is a family-owned and operated business located in Guilford, Maine. We operate a local retail meat market along with a slaughterhouse, smokehouse, and processing plants. Herring Brothers has all sorts of meats from already pre-cut all the way to cutting it right on the spot for you. Also, while you're there, don't forget to try their wicked good beef jerky that is made right in Guilford, Maine. Call them at 207-876-4395 or visit them at 346 Water Street Monday through Saturday from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. To Ral's Garage in Dover Foxcroft to discover the difference between walking into a local dealership versus a big dealer that uses high-pressure tactics the second you drive onto the lot. From selling you a vehicle to servicing a vehicle, Ral's Garage will treat you like you are the only customer. While you're there, check out their state-of-the-art automatic car wash. Ral's Garage, call them at 207-564-3434 or visit them at 191 East Main Street in Dover Foxcroft, Maine.
Get ideas and inspiration before your next building project even begins at Hammond Lumber Company. Create your vision when you explore Hammond's extensive in-store showroom displays, showcasing innovative trends from industry-leading suppliers and designers. Your Hammond sales rep will help you find the look you like, and Hammond's design team will help you make it your own. And Hammond delivers from 22 locations across Maine and New Hampshire. For your next building project, find your vision at Hammond Lumber Company.
Get hydrated and energized and feel fantastic at Pine State Nutrition. Whether you're an athlete, a workaholic, or a parent on the go, we have something for everyone. Get your tea or shake filled with healthy energy, hydration, immunity, protein, and so much more. Healthy starts here at Pine State Nutrition on Broadway in Bangor.
Bring the family to Angler's Restaurant, where Maine classics like fried clams, haddock, and lobster are served with a smile. Join us for lunch or dinner, or order ahead to go. See our full menu at anglersseafoodrestaurant.com, your hometown seafood spot. Black Bear Crane is a family-owned and operated crane and rigging service provider located in Herman, covering the state of Maine with cranes from 27 to 240 tons. From roof trusses, HVAC units, steel and precast erection to modular home and communications equipment. Call 977-BEAR today. Hungry? Governor's has you covered. Breakfast before the game, lunch at halftime, dinner after the buzzer, and dessert anytime. Dine in, grab it to go, or get it delivered with DoorDash or Uber Eats. Visit governorsrestaurant.com. Maine fans fuel up at Governor's.
Rep Eastern Maine Sports with official merch made for real fans. Grab yours now by scanning the QR code on screen and wear the brand that brings the action live.
Eastern Maine Sports.
Hello and welcome back to Foxcroft Academy. I'm Logan Martin, joined by Toby Nelson. We're back here for pregame action. 5:30 left on the clock before tip-off is underway here between the Washington Academy Raiders and the Foxcroft Academy Ponies. We mentioned just before we cut to break the standings between the two teams. Foxcroft towards the top of their division, likely to be one of the final teams when it comes to this class and when it comes to the tournament play. And then Washington Academy on the other side, still searching to find a little bit of hope. Their record really doesn't have them in the mix in terms of tournament hopes, but there's still a season left to play. Every game still matters for the Raiders. So, Foxcroft, if you're coming into this game, you probably don't want to play down to the level of your opponent. It's one of those games you probably got to handle business and take care of business. What are some of the ways the Ponies can do that here today against the Raiders?
Well, they need to do, first of all, by putting the ball in the hoop. And that's, we say that, and it sounds like that's the name of the game, but of course that's what it is. Foxcroft has struggled sometimes this season against some teams they maybe shouldn't have struggled with, but able to pick up wins. But we're closer down the stretch. The game against Orono the other night, had about a 12-point lead, and all of a sudden it was down to 3, and because they missed some shots, and they were able to get back and end up winning that game as well. But you look at the heel points right now. Foxcroft, as you mentioned, Logan, 11-3 coming into this one. They were solidly the number 3 seed in Class C right now, and it doesn't really look like they can move much because of the heel points ahead of them and the heel points behind them. Mattanocook is going to be the number 1 team in Class C. I don't think there's any question there, no matter what happens. GSA sitting at number 2 and has a pretty good cushion on Foxcroft, who's number 3, right, who has a pretty good cushion on Dexter, who's number 4 right now. Right. So, I think they're going to be sitting in that 3rd spot. Washington Academy right now, number 10 at 4-9. That's the last playoff spot. So they could really, really use the win here today in the heel points if they want to keep that spot going.
100%. And you mentioned the standings. Foxcroft in 3rd place, cushion above the 4th place seed, and cushion behind the 2nd place seed. So kind of in that gray area in terms of not really much hope of going up and down.
Right.
What are some things the Ponies can use this game for to take something away and find a way to improve without worrying about moving up or down in the standings?
Well, yeah, exactly. I mean, I think at this point for Coach Muzzy, they want to get right with themselves. Make sure they're running through their offense, making sure they're playing defense the way they want to play going into the tournament. There's only 4 games left for them. They play tonight. They play a couple games this week. They have Holton coming up next Saturday. They play Central on Wednesday, and then they finish out the season at Dexter. So they don't have a lot of games left, but you can really work on yourselves down the stretch to get themselves ready for tournament time, because Ponies are in a position they haven't been in a while, and that's to be a higher seed going into the tournament and a chance to do something in Bangor come February.
And we've seen what Nola Mason has done on the court for this year for the Ponies. As a freshman, has really made a name for herself. One of the few freshmen I can think of in the recent years that have really had an impact. Not a freshman. Sophomore. Yep. Really making an impact at a young age for the Foxcroft Academy program. She comes from Greenville and led by a family member, Coach Tyler Muzzy. So obviously they have a connection. And who are some other players outside of Nola Mason that the Ponies can look forward towards when it comes to scoring?
Maddie Muth, another guard for them this year. I think she's really done a nice job handling the basketball. Takes the pressure off Nola to be able to do some other things. Addie Day is going to have to handle the basketball against pressure situations. Then you look inside, Cassidy LaBelle and Payson Hall as well. Payson comes off the bench for the Ponies and provides a good spark on the inside. So look forward to seeing what they can do here this afternoon.
Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back for tip-off. Washington Academy Raiders face off against the Foxcroft Academy Ponies. This is Eastern Maine Sports.
Rep Eastern Maine Sports with official merch made for real fans. Grab yours now by scanning the QR code on screen and wear the brand that brings the action live.
Eastern Maine Sports.
And softball training facility has the perfect gift for the budding all-star on your holiday shopping list. Give the gift of training. Sluggers offers both group and one-on-one lessons for all levels. Give the gift of experience. From batting cages to advanced technology, Sluggers is the perfect place to get practice and improve skills. Give the gift of competition. Joining a travel team at Sluggers is a great way to learn and grow with new friends. You're sure to hit it out of the park when you give the gift of Sluggers.
Building or remodeling a home or office and need electrical work? Call Ideal Energy Solutions. Ideal Energy Solutions is ready to wire your building right. Don't settle for less than ideal. Go with Ideal Energy Solutions. Call today.
Brothers Meats is a family-owned and operated business located in Guilford, Maine. We operate a local retail meat market along with a slaughterhouse, smokehouse, and processing plants. Herring Brothers has all sorts of meats from already pre-cut all the way to cutting it right on the spot for you. Also, while you're there, don't forget to try their wicked good beef jerky that is made right in Guilford, Maine. Call them at 207-876-4395 or visit them at 346 Water Street Monday through Saturday from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m.
Hungry? Governor's has you covered. Breakfast before the game, lunch at halftime.
We're going to kick things off, but first, we have starting lineups.
And welcome to the campus of Foxcroft Academy for today's girls basketball game between the visiting Washington Academy Raiders and your Foxcroft Academy Ponies. Foxcroft Academy and Washington Academy are members of the PVC Athletic Conference, and we value sportsmanship. Please cheer positively for all the players involved, and we hope you enjoy today's game. Now, let's meet the starters for this contest. First, for the visiting Raiders. Number 2, Meadow Road. Number 3, Mackenzie Smith. Number 4, Danao Neptune Milano. Number 5, Grace Howard. And number 12, Chloe McLaughlin. WA is coached by Andy Dorr, assisted by Melanie Howard, Tyler Perry, and Lauren Kate. And now, your starting lineups for the Foxcroft Academy Ponies. Number 2, Allie Cook. Number 3, Addie Day. Number 5, Maddie Mew. Number 11, Cassidy LaBelle. And number 22, Nola Mason. The Ponies are coached by Tyler Muzzy, Josh Kimball, and Liza Mew. We'd like to take a moment this afternoon to thank our officials, Mr. Speed, Mr. Smith, and Mr.
Hello and welcome back to an Eastern Maine Sports broadcast. I'm Logan Martin, joined by Toby Nelson. About to kick things off between the Raiders and the Foxcroft Academy Ponies.
This week, you may notice these dedicated men and women are wearing pink whistles to support those fighting cancer. Cancer has impacted many of us in some way, whether through a family member, colleague, friend, or even personally. Initiatives like the National Blow the Whistle on Cancer Week allow them to show their support and help combat this terrible disease. We appreciate these officials for donating a portion of their game checks to the American Cancer Society's Blow the Whistle on Cancer campaign. These funds raised go towards advancing research and developing life-saving medicines. We encourage all of you to consider making a donation as well, because together we can help blow the whistle on cancer. Now we ask that you all please rise and remove your hats for the playing of the national anthem.
Hello and welcome back to Eastern Maine Sports. I'm Logan Martin, joined by Toby Nelson. We're going to give you the starting lineups for both sides. First, for the visiting Washington Academy Raiders, we got Meadow Road, number 2, number 3, Mackenzie Smith, number 4, Dana Neptune Milano, number 5, Grace Howard, and number 12, Chloe McLaughlin. And then for the Foxcroft Academy Ponies, we have number 2, Allie Cook, number 3, Addie Day, number 5, Maddie Muth, number 11, Cassie LaBelle, and number 22, Nola Mason.
Yeah, it'll be for Foxcroft. LaBelle getting set to jump center. Danae Neptune Milano, one of the better players for the Washington Academy Raiders, also jumping center. We're underway.
As Road kicks things off, attacking the basket, and there'll be a foul called on Cassie LaBelle. Not even 4 seconds into the game.
Yeah, not a great start as far as the foul goes for Foxcroft Academy, as LaBelle's been one of the prime scorers and prime targets for the Ponies. So if you're Washington Academy, something you wanted to do, get them in foul trouble early and see if you can get some of those players to the bench.
As Meadow Road knocks down the first free throw. And the second one's also good. As Washington Academy up 2-0 to start things off here in Dover Foxcroft. As Maddie Muth will try to break the press. Pass it to Allie Cook, back to Nason. Nason has a free lane to the basket. Goes left and she'll be fouled. As that foul will be called on Chloe McLaughlin for the Raiders. Both teams at the foul line within the first 15 seconds of this game. So, like you mentioned.
Ponies this year, having a chance to watch them, breaking press, they've done a good job of getting a player to the middle, and they just fill the wings. As long as you can do that, then you never get the ball trapped along the sideline, which is what coaches don't want to have happen.
Right.
And you have a better opportunity to score. And this time Mason missing the first free throw, but missing the shot by getting a chance to go to the free throw line.
As the first free throw no good, but the second one is good, as that will get the Ponies on the scoreboard. Now the Raiders will dribble it up to set things up in the half court.
Yeah, Ponies just picking up in a half-court man-to-man defense. We'll see them flip through a few different things as the game goes on.
As here's Neptune Milano. Neptune Milano over to Rode. Rode back to Howard. Howard to the top of the key. Back to Rode. Dribbles right. Pass to Mackenzie Smith, but it's stolen away by Day. Day dribbles up the right side of the court. Gets her players in the spot. Top of the key, that's Allie Cook for three, short. That'll be out of bounds. It'll be Raiders basketball.
Yeah, Coach Muzzy wanted him to get out and push the basketball, and the easiest way to push the basketball is to get a quick outlet pass. And Day, unfortunately, had no one to pass to, so he had to dribble it up, and it kind of slow going for the Ponies in that possession.
As now Howard passes over to Rode, back to Howard. Dribbles, tries to find a lane, picks one side, chooses left, and that's too strong off the backboard. No good. Rebound by LaBelle. Kicks to Day. Outlet up to Cook. Cook back to Day in the corner. Day posts up Nason. Nason pivots, turns. No good off the right side of the rim. That'll be rebounded by the Raiders as Mackenzie Smith looks to find a guard.
That's a good look, though, and you can see some growth in Foxcroft because they're looking inside. I mean, they can settle for a three-point shot anytime down the court, but between Cook and Day, they're looking for Mason, they're looking for LaBelle, trying to find somebody inside in the interior, maybe getting a better look at a shot.
And that post touch to Nason in the half-court set has really been their bread and butter all season. Her footwork down in the paint on the low block has really been impressive to watch for a young player.
Every time you get a post touch, something good should come from that, whether you score, whether you can kick it out for a better look. So,
yeah. As we have LaBelle on the left wing, looking to give another post touch to Nason, doesn't choose that. Kicks it over to Cook. Cook swings it to Day. Looks to find another post touch to Nason, kicks it back out. Maddie Muth for three. Too strong, but saved by Addie Day, but that will be out of bounds. Good effort, though. It'll be Raiders basketball. Score still 1-2 here with 6 minutes left in the first quarter. There's not as much tempo as we're used to seeing from this Foxcroft Academy Ponies team out the gates. As now Howard dribbles at the top of the key. Again, she'll choose left. Kicks it over to Smith. Smith dribbles baseline, turns, kicks it back out. Now to Neptune Milano. Pump fakes, passes to Howard. Howard now over to Rode in the corner. She'll pick the baseline, turns, back out to Neptune Milano. She'll drive, kick it out. McLaughlin to Howard. Howard gets a nice screen from Neptune Milano to Rode. Back to Neptune Milano. Right elbow out to McLaughlin. She drives baseline on the right side now, and there'll be a traveling violation as that was a great defensive possession by the Foxcroft Academy Ponies.
The Ponies did a nice job, didn't allow them to get the ball in the lane. If you can keep that ball out of the lane, good things will happen on the defensive end, and that time the Ponies turned them over. See what they can get going on the offensive side because it's been slow going for both teams so far.
It has been slow, and part of that is not as much advancement of the basketball we've been used to seeing from the Foxcroft Academy Ponies in transition, but they think they are comfortable in the half-court sets. Here's Nason from mid-range. Again, too strong, no good. Offensive rebound by Allie Cook, who hustles for it, and that will be off of her, out of bounds. It'll be Washington Academy Raiders basketball.
Hasn't been for lack of look so far here for Foxcroft, getting basically whatever they want in the flow of the offense, but shots just not falling so far.
So shots have not been falling, and that's why we still have a 1-2 ball game. Because now we have Howard at the top of the key. Neptune Milano squares and faces the hoop. Pump fake, passes left. That shot by Rode, no good. Great rebound by Cassie LaBelle. Outlet up to Day as the Ponies are now looking to push the pace. Maddie Muth from the right side. She'll pull up for the mid-range shot. Too strong, no good. And there will be a defensive rebound from the Raiders who control the possession. And there will be a timeout now from their head coach as we'll keep things here. As we mentioned, slower tempo than we're used to seeing from this Ponies basketball team.
Yeah, just shots not falling. But again, I think for Coach Muzzy, he's going to say, keep doing what we're doing. We're getting shot opportunities. We're moving the ball around fairly well. Defensively, there's been no problem. They've been, for Washington Academy, it's been one and done. Their only points so far have come from the free throw line. So defensive effort's been fine. It's just the offensive execution hasn't been so hot here for either team early on.
And like we talked about in that last game, mentioned Charles Beal, his play calling coming out of timeouts. Muzzy's kind of the same way. Always seems to have something dialed up coming out of timeouts. Who can we look to see get the basketball here on this possession?
Yeah, we'll see what happens. I mean, they're going to go on the defensive side, obviously, but let's see if see if they change up defensively coming out of this possession.
And then when they get back on offense, is it more post touch to Nason, or are we still okay with the shots they're finding?
I think they just need to get a shot to fall at this point, right? Break the lid on this thing as far as 2-point baskets go.
As this game is still sorting this thing out, as now we have Rode dribble to the left side, pass out to Howard, baseline three, no good, rebound by LaBelle. And she'll find Addie Day to dribble up the court, passes to Cook, who tries to get a post touch, but that'll be stolen away from the Raiders, as that's Rode and Muth will find themselves all on the court fighting for the basketball. There'll be a traveling violation called, and it will go back to the Ponies as the Ponies catching a break right there.
Yeah, there was body contact, but I think the travel did come before the. Unfortunately, I think it came before the foul. I say unfortunately for Coach Andy Dorr because he's wondering why that shouldn't have been a foul.
Yep. As now Maddie Muth's three, no good. Offensive rebound by Allie Cook, who seems to be hustling all over the court. Passes up the three, passes out to Day. Day post touch to LaBelle. She can't handle it. It'll be stolen. Ball's loose, and the Ponies come back up with it. Allie Cook, who seems to be in the mix of everything of the action, she'll be fouled, and she'll go to the line for 2 foul shots.
Yeah, the Ponies, both teams, frantic, not controlling the basketball. It's been back and forth, and Cook gets a chance for a couple here at the free throw line, which the Ponies could use right now.
There's Allie Cook at the line for 2 shots. That first one, no good off the front rim. As the Ponies now, only point coming off a free throw, 1 for 3 at the line so far. And now 2 for 4 as this game is tied at 2 apiece with 3 minutes and 45 seconds left in the first quarter. Howard will dribble it up for the Raiders. She'll dribble right this time. Passes to Rode. Rode dribbles at the top of the key. Finds Mackenzie Smith, who drives baseline out to Neptune Milano. Now back out to Rode. Rode finds Mackenzie Smith in the corner. Back to Rode. She dribbles. Find a Raider in the corner that almost goes out of bounds. Saved by the Raiders. As now Howard will drive to the basket and be fouled.
I'll say with that offense there for the Raiders, the only time they got to the hoop was right there. Everything else was, it was a drive and a kick out, But a nice job that time for Grace Howard getting to the basket, drawing the foul, and a chance to go to the free throw line.
And so no real lanes for the Raiders on the offensive side. Nothing really created off the dribble so far for them, and looks like passing the ball around and swinging is their only option right now to find a lane and create the defense to move around. As the first free throw no good for Grace Howard.
Yeah, slow start offensively for both of these clubs. This is the 4th game of the day. As you mentioned before, the Foxcroft boys picking up an overtime win over Washington Academy, 66-56 back earlier today. Foxcroft won all 3 games, both JV games. They won the boys varsity game, trying to win the girls varsity game here tonight.
Right. As the Ponies looking to go 2-0 in terms of the boys and girls varsity squads. As now Muth will drive the middle of the lane, pulls up for a mid-range shot, and that one's in.
Sometimes that's all it takes, is Maddie Muth from the free throw line. As Muth got that one to go. And the Ponies' first field goal gives them their first lead of the game.
As now it's a 4-3 ball game. As we see Poor drive to the left side. She'll kick it back out to Rode. Rode finds lane to the middle, will get poked away. Saved by Mackenzie Smith in the corner. Back out to Howard. Howard to Neptune Milano. Over to Rode, back to Neptune Milano. Trying to set up the offense. Lanes are clogged. No option, no lane to the basketball hoop yet.
But again, for the Raiders, as long as you maintain possession of the basketball, that one floated up from the baseline. Tough shot. I was going to say, as long as you maintain possession of the basketball, you're fine with a slower-paced, low-score game because you don't want to get into a wild, frantic running match with this Pony team.
100%. As checking into the game now is Lily Balliant. She will check in for Kalia Poor, the freshman guard for the Raiders. As Addie Day will dribble it up the court for the Ponies. Over to Allie Cook. Cook, post touch to Nason. She catches it cleanly, goes up with it, and looks like that ball will be out of bounds. It'll be Raiders basketball.
Raiders go to the 2-3 zone, so if you're Foxcroft Academy, you're looking at the high post, whether you put LaBelle up there, maybe you put Mason there if you want to get her a touch, and then drop someone to a short corner, see if you can get an easy baseline pop.
Right now the post touches are not there for Nason and the Ponies. That likely to change based on what we've seen this year from this squad. As that shot no good. Rebounded by Nason. As Nason drives, pulls up right in front of the hoop. Too strong off the back rim. Great rebound by Cassie LaBelle. Kicks it back out to Nason. Good! Three-pointer from Nola Mason.
It's a good one for the Ponies. Good ball movement, and Mason able to stick the three.
Nola Mason getting a little momentum for the Ponies. As this time we have Valiant, no good on her three-point attempt. Ponies come up with the rebound in transition. Maddie Muth from the right side. That one's in.
Yeah, it took a while, but the Ponies get running here. It's a three by Mason, and then that layup by Muth, and all of a sudden the Foxcroft Ponies out to a 6-point lead.
Let's see what happens when Nola Mason gets involved in the scoring. The floodgates open. As now the Raiders kick it back out to the top of the key. Neptune Milano dribbles to the right side. Doesn't like anything she sees. As Rhodey here at the top of the key swings it back over. Valiant drives, nothing there. Gets it poked away by LaBelle. Regained by Rhodey. Her mid-range shot, good off the backboard.
A little in the boys' game every now and then. The ball got tipped back, and that one for Rhodey put it off the glass and in.
As Rhodey coming up with a big shot there from mid-range. Tough angle, but gets it to fall. Now Maddie Muth from the top of the key. Good! Maddie Muth, and now back-to-back threes for the Ponies. The last two threes they've taken have gone in, both from the same spot. One from Mason, this one from Maddie Muth.
Again, good offense here for Foxcroft as Muth hits the three.
As Howard's three-pointer gets deflected, rebounded by Addie Day. Looks to pass it and advance it. That'll get tipped away, stolen by the Raiders. Neptune Milano to Mackenzie Smith. She'll dribble it up. Picks up her dribble, back to Neptune Milano. She'll dribble, square up for a three, doesn't like it. Kicks to the corner, her three, Howard, no good. Rebounded by Maddie Muth as time will expire. As that will be the end of the first quarter. And we will take it to a commercial break, and we'll be right back for Eastern Maine Sports broadcast.
Get ideas and inspiration before your next building project even begins at Hammond Lumber Company. Create your vision when you explore Hammond's extensive in-store showroom displays, showcasing innovative trends from industry-leading suppliers and designers. Your Hammond sales rep will help you find the look you like, and Hammond's design team will help you make it your own. And Hammond delivers from 22 locations across Maine and New Hampshire. For your next building project, find your vision at Hammond Lumber Company.
Rep Eastern Maine Sports with official merch made for real fans. Grab yours now by scanning the QR code on screen and wear the brand that brings the action live.
Eastern Maine Sports.
At Foxcroft Academy. Washington Academy Raiders trail the Foxcroft Academy Ponies 12-5. There's a 7-point deficit heading into the second quarter as the Ponies figuring out a little bit of offense here at the end of the first quarter and found themselves on a little bit of a run to end it.
They did. They hit a couple three-point shots to get some things going, and that kind of opened it up for Foxcroft because it took a while for them to get a 2-point basket in general, 2 or 3, and the same thing for the Washington Academy Raiders. Slow start for both of them, but Foxcroft, final minute of that quarter, kind of got it going.
As to open up the second quarter here, 10 seconds in, kind of like the first quarter. Now Addie Day at the free throw line for 2 shots. As the first one's good. Addie Day gets that one to fall. It's now a 13-5 game.
Ponies, this is the 15th game of the season for them. Only 3 more to go. They play Central on Wednesday. They play Holton next Saturday and Dexter the following Thursday, the first week of February. So the season is coming to an end. I think it's 12 days left in the regular season.
As Maddie Muth's shot at the rim, no good. Rebounded by the Raiders. as Grace Howard will dribble it up for Washington Academy. As Howard picks the left side, drives, too strong on her layup, no good. Maddie Muth with the rebound, looks up, finds LaBelle on the right side, kicks it over to Hall, left block, up and in.
That was good movement that time for the Ponies on the outlet pass. LaBelle didn't have a great angle in the shot, but she saw Hall cutting behind her and gave her a very easy bounce pass and a layup for Hall.
That's a shot earlier in the season. LaBelle probably takes that.
Yeah.
So good to see the development from the players and making the right pass, one extra pass to find the open girl.
Illegal screen set by Washington Academy, so a turnover, and the ball goes back to the Ponies. And now Washington Academy will counter with 5 new players coming in the game.
A full 5-on-5 substitution for the Washington Academy Raiders, going with fresh legs. I don't know about fresh, though, because Neptune Milano and Rhodey were just on the court. So subbing back into the game.
Yeah, shifting it up is Alexa Cushing also checking in. Grace Johnson in the game now for Washington Academy.
As Kalia Poor will tip things out of bounds. It'll be off the Ponies. Raiders basketball as Kalia Poor will inbound it. Looks like Alexa Cushing. Nope, it will be Meadow Rhodey to get the ball at the top of the key. Gets a double screen, doesn't pick a side though. Kicks back out to Neptune Milano. Neptune Milano over to Poor, the right wing. She dribbles middle. Over to Grace Johnson. Grace Johnson. Back to Poor. Back to Grace Johnson. To Rhodey. Swings it over to Cushing. Dribbles out of it. Doesn't like it. Neptune Milano gathers. Post touch. Tipped away. Back to Neptune Milano.
Again, everything happening 19 feet 9 inches away from the hoop and behind the three-point line. Ponies are fine with this right now.
The lanes are clogged. Nothing available for the off the dribble for the Washington Academy Raiders as Rhodey back at the top of the key. A lot of pick and roll action seems to be the key to the offense as Poor throws up a mid-range shot, no good. Offensive rebound, and she'll go up with it and will be fouled. That's Grace Johnson, the sophomore forward for the Raiders, going to the free throw line for 2 shots. We'd like to thank Hammond Lumber Company, who is our presenting sponsor. They are the 4th-generation family-owned company with over 900 dedicated employees across 22 locations in Maine and New Hampshire. A trusted Maine building, supply, service, and materials company serving industry since 1953. And also, you can find our broadcast at easternmainsports.com, on YouTube at Eastern Maine Sports Media, or on X at Eastern Maine Sports. All games are available free live and also on replay at easternmainsports.com or on YouTube. As both free throws were no good, as the Ponies come up with a rebound, and there will be a quick turnover thrown away from Allie Cook as the ball will go back to the Washington Academy Raiders.
See if the Raiders can get something going on the offensive end. They've had 1 basket so far, a couple free throws. That's been the point total so far for the Raiders.
And you can see head coach Andy Dorr talking to the bench over there, not liking probably what he's seeing out there, and wanting some adjustments and some changes to be made as Kalia Poor off the dribble on the left side. That might have been their first basket at the basket.
Yeah, that was a good strong move that time by Poor. Got a lane, and she went right to the hoop, put it up strong left-handed.
As Addie Day dribbles to the middle, kicks out to Muth. Over to Day, to Allie Cook, top of the key. Her 3, too strong off the back rim. Rebounded by Kalia Poor.
Not a bad look that time. They went from the corner off to the wing and then at the top of the key, so they actually got a few opportunities to get some passes in there.
As now we see Rhodey passes up to Neptune Milano. She'll choose to shoot the 3, too strong off the back rim again. Rebounded by Cassidy LaBelle. As Addie Day will try to advance, it will get stolen away on her pass to Hall. And now Rhodey will dribble off the right side, chooses to go back middle. She'll set the offense up. You got a double screen at the top of the key again. Kicks it over to Cushing. Back to Rhodey, to Neptune Milano. See, if you're Washington Academy, you want to get Neptune Milano more involved, but there's just nothing there.
It's hard to get her into a lane situation. Ponies clogging the lane, doing a really nice job at that. We get a timeout called with 4:57 to play in the first half. But I think for Washington Academy, you're down 8 at this point, and having a hard time scoring. But you look at it and they say, we're still within striking range. We're not being blown out of this one. The tempo works for them right now. Right. They need to just get some baskets to go in the hoop.
Yeah, would you say they're playing at Washington Academy's pace right now?
Yeah, I think so. I say pace-wise, scoring pace, definitely. In the sense the ball is getting up and down the floor, several missed shots, but I think WA would be pretty content with what's happening right now outside of the fact that they score more points.
It'll be interesting to see what the next offensive possession will look like for the Raiders. Right now, it looks like a lot of things getting set up at the top of the key. Can we see maybe some post touches, or will we see a play get called up here for the next possession?
Pony ball, I think you're going to see, you should see the ball get pumped inside.
Yeah.
I mean, definitely, Foxcroft needs to get some things going with LaBelle. We haven't seen her really touch the ball hardly at all.
Right.
Everything's been coming from the outside, right? You've seen Mason with some shots, Muth with some shots, and also Allie Cook with some shots.
Right.
So I think Foxcroft really needs to feel, and I say LaBelle, she's not in the game right now, but maybe with Payson Hall, because she would be the interior presence right now for the Ponies. And make a concerted effort to get a post touch. Okay, fine, if you don't get the shot, that's fine, but make a concerted effort to get it inside.
As the post touch is what the Ponies go to. A little backdoor cut to Allie Cook, no good. Offensive rebound by Payson Hall. She goes up with it from the left side, good.
That's good. Backdoor cut, Cook with a miss, that's okay.
Yeah.
Payson Hall was there for the rebounds. A good offense there for the Ponies.
Yeah, I like that little play call. Mason with a post touch, backdoor cut. Didn't fall, but they got the offensive rebound, stuck with it. Now back out to Rhodey. 4:20 on the clock here in the second quarter. As Neptune Mulatto with a post touch there, and there'll be a foul called on Addie Day.
Day behind her opponent, trying to reach over the top and knock that ball away. She just wasn't in great position to make that play.
And those are the fouls that Tyler Muzzy just does not like, those tic-tac fouls. Every time you see a tic-tac foul called, you can look over to the bench, and Muzzy is not pleased with that. As Neptune Milano on the right elbow kicks it over to Poor. Her three from the right side, no good. Rebounded by Cook. Up to Day. Back to Cook. Cook will choose the right side. Nice little Euro step, too strong off the backboard. Another offensive rebound by Hall, and that one's good and in.
Yeah, Payson Hall that time with the rebound, able to pull it down strong after the miss. So she's proved her worth on the interior here for Foxcroft.
There's Payson Hall. Clearly the height for the Ponies on the court right now is a three by Howard. No good. Offensive rebound by Rhodey from the right side. That one's in.
Yeah, nice job by Washington Academy. Foxcroft kind of lost track of their defensive player that time, and it was Rhodey that found the ball and able to get the putback.
And Nola Mason with a mid-range shot, no good. As they'll be out of bounds, it'll remain Ponies basketball here with 3:25 left in the second quarter. Foxcroft Academy leads 19-9 over the Washington Academy Raiders. And you mentioned the upcoming schedule for the Ponies. Is there any game on that schedule that stands out in terms of the competitive aspect?
Dexter, last game of the regular season. Yeah, I think you look. They play Central and Holton, teams that have struggled to get wins here this year. And then the last game of the year at Dexter. I think that could be a struggle. Payson Hall with a putback there for Foxcroft. She's got 6 quick points. But you're playing in Dexter. It's a team that's going to be, both teams getting locked and ready for the tournament. And I just like the way the Tigers have played this season, as well as the Ponies. That could be a really good game to end the season for both these clubs.
And it's the town next door,
yeah.
So anything could happen. As the Raiders in the half-court set, and Howard calling out a play. Howard passes right, and it'll be a foul called on Addie Day. As that pass was intended for Mackenzie Smith, but another body foul called on Addie Day. As the Raiders will inbound it from the side, Mackenzie Smith. As the Raiders set up their inbound play, Neptune Milano will catch the ball over on the right corner. Over to Rhodey, right wing. Dribbles middle, kicks it back out to Howard. It gets tipped away by Day, but it will remain Raiders basketball.
Ponies active hands, and it was Allie Cook with the tip and knocked it out of bounds.
Yes, Allie Cook with a hand in the passing lane. And that's what the Ponies have been doing very well here in this game. And Rhodey gets the screen, goes right. As gets a little bit of a tunnel vision, as that will be stolen away by Maddie Muth. She dribbles in transition for the Ponies. Finds Allie Cook on the left block. That shot deflected, no good. It'll be a rebound by the Raiders and a jump ball called. Remain Raiders basketball.
And Foxcroft's done a pretty good job. Every time a shot goes up, they're going to release somebody, so you sacrifice maybe a defensive rebound opportunity for a fast break opportunity on the other end. So they are moving the ball. Again, still having a hard time consistently scoring here.
As Grace Howard. She'll pass to Mackenzie Smith. Her shot, wild, no good. Another rebound by LaBelle. Kicks over to Mason. Mason with a hesitation move. Gets to her spot on the right side. And that shot no good. Nice little move there by Mason. Doesn't get the shot to foul. Now the Raiders are in transition. And that will be McLaughlin. Her shot no good. It'll be out of bounds and remain Raiders basketball. As Chloe McLaughlin, the transition opportunity just no good for the Raiders. But they catch a break as the ball will stay in their possession.
They get a chance to get a half-court offensive set right now as they'll roll some more substitutes coming in the ball game. Bella Cerrone coming in now for the Raiders.
And Grace Howard on the left wing. Swinging over to Neptune Milano. Looks for a post touch. Nothing there. Back out to Rhodey. Rhodey dribbles right. Her mid-range shot. No good. Too strong. LaBelle with the rebound. Kicks over to Allie Cook. Back to LaBelle. Mason, post touchdown to Day. Back out to Mason. Pump fakes the three. Hands off to Day. Her three. Good! Addie Day with an assist by Nola Mason. And another three-pointer for the Ponies as the Raiders are looking to push the pace. Over to Mackenzie Smith. Finds a wide open Bella Cerrone. Her shot no good. Rebounded by the Ponies. Payson Hall advances it. Up to Allie Cook. Goes left. Dribbles right. And it'll be tied up. And Neptune Milano gets her hands on it. It'll be a jump ball violation. Stays with the Ponies. As the pace picking up here in the last minute and a half of play to end the half. As the Ponies are up 24-9 with a minute left.
Yeah, out rebounding the Raiders right now, 19-8. Didn't need to rebound that one on the corner three.
As Nola Mason with another three, this one from the right corner. As the Ponies have an 18-point lead with under a minute left to play. Here's Howard. Kicks back out to Neptune Milano. Rhodey. Dribbling around. Doesn't find anything. Over to Grace Howard. A deep three. That one's in! Grace Howard gets a three-pointer on the board for the Washington Academy Raiders. 35 seconds left here in the last seconds of the first half. As Day over to Cook. LaBelle on the right wing. Looks for Mason in the post. Doesn't find anything. Hall top of the key. Over to Day. Nice cut by Cook. Her shot off the left side of the rim. No good. Rebounded by the Raiders. Mackenzie Smith pushing things in transition. Dribbles back out. Her mid-range shot. Too strong. Rebounded by Mason. Nola Mason has 7 seconds to work with. 5 seconds to work with. She dribbles right. Euro move. No good. Contact and all. Offensive rebound by LaBelle. And she'll get hit in the face as she goes up for a shot. There will be a foul called. Late foul call by the referee as Cassie LaBelle will be shooting free throws here to end that first half.
Yeah, the rebound came off to her after the Mason miss, and she just got the shot off before the buzzer. So she'll shoot 2 shots here before we go to the half.
Got whacked before or after the buzzer is the question, but there was a foul there on the shot, no question. As the first one no good, as Cassie LaBelle will have one more to end the half. Ponies up by 15 with no time left on the clock.
She missed the first shot. She'll get the second here, and we'll see what the score is going to the halftime. She missed the second.
So that won't be no good as well. So the score will remain a 15-point deficit. The Foxcroft Academy Ponies lead 27-12. What have you seen here from the Ponies to end the half? It looked like they picked things up offensively and found a little bit of a rhythm.
Pick the pace up, you're exactly right. And again, when 3-point shots fall like they were doing in the second quarter, it helps a little bit. And Mason hit a couple threes. You had Addie Day that knocked one down. Maddie Muth with a three-pointer as well. So, I think that you hit 4 or 5 of those, and all of a sudden you can extend this lead out to where it is right now. Washington Academy having a hard time finding the bottom of the hoop. But again, we'll see what they do at the half and see if they can work on some things, because every game's a learning opportunity. And especially for Foxcroft down the stretch, you got to work on some things. So I'd see them, if I'm Foxcroft, I want to establish a solid lead that you have, maybe build on it a bit, and then really pound your offense and make some things happen.
Right. And if you're Coach Tyler Muzzy, are you happy with what the defense has done so far in this first half?
Yeah, you're only giving up 12 points. Right. You're going to win a lot of games if you give 12 points a half. So you got to be very happy with that here so far.
As like we just mentioned, Tyler Muzzy happy with his play from his Foxcroft Academy girls basketball team as Foxcroft Academy Ponies lead by 15 here at halftime. We'll be right back for second half action after the commercial break.
Sweatshirts, jackets, hats, baby clothes, and much more. Get your Eastern Maine sports merch at www.bonfire.com/store/eastern-maine-sports. or at easternmainsports.com. Wide selection of items available with more being added frequently.
Are you looking for the perfect house? Well, look no further than Next Home Experience Realtor, Jamie Gilbert. Jamie covers the greater Bangor area all the way up to Greenville. She offers superior personal service before, during, and after your transaction. So if you are in the greater Bangor area and you see Luke the next home dog on a lawn, make sure to call Next Home Experience Realtor Jamie Gilbert. Give her a call at 207-343-1215 and get started on finding your dream home today.
Explosions broke in the sky. All that I needed was the one thing I couldn't find, and you were there at the turn, waiting to let me know. We're building it up to bring it back down. We're building it
And softball training facility has the perfect gift for the budding all-star on your holiday shopping list. Give the gift of training. Sluggers offers both group and one-on-one lessons for all levels. Give the gift of experience. From batting cages to advanced technology, Sluggers is the perfect place to get practice and improve skills. Give the gift of competition. Joining a travel team at Sluggers is a great way to learn and grow with new friends. You're sure to hit it out of the park when you give the gift of Sluggers.
Building or remodeling a home or office and need electrical work? Call Ideal Energy Solutions. Ideal Energy Solutions is ready to wire your building right. Don't settle for less than ideal. Go with Ideal Energy Solutions. Call today.
Brothers Meats is a family-owned and operated business located in Guilford, Maine. We operate a local retail meat market along with a slaughterhouse, smokehouse, and processing plants. Herring Brothers has all sorts of meats from already pre-cut all the way to cutting it right on the spot for you. Also, while you're there, don't forget to try their wicked good beef jerky that is made right in Guilford, Maine. Call them at 207-876-4395 or visit them at 346 Water Street Monday through Saturday from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. Ral's Garage in Dover Foxcroft to discover the difference between walking into a local dealership versus a big dealer that uses high-pressure tactics the second you drive onto the lot. From selling you a vehicle to servicing a vehicle, Ral's Garage will treat you like you are the only customer. While you're there, check out their state-of-the-art automatic car wash. Ral's Garage, call them at 207-564-3434 or visit them at 191 East Main Street in Dover Foxcroft, Maine.
Get ideas and inspiration before your next building project even begins at Hammond Lumber Company. Create your vision when you explore Hammond's extensive in-store showroom displays, showcasing innovative trends from industry-leading suppliers and designers. Your Hammond sales rep will help you find the look you like, and Hammond's design team will help you make it your own. And Hammond delivers from 22 locations across Maine and New Hampshire. For your next building project, find your vision at Hammond Lumber Company.
Get hydrated and energized and feel fantastic at Pine State Nutrition. Whether you're an athlete, a workaholic, or a parent on the go, we have something for everyone. Get your tea or shake filled with healthy energy, hydration, immunity, protein, and so much more. Healthy starts here at Pine State Nutrition on Broadway in Bangor.
Bring the family to Angler's Restaurant, where Maine classics like fried clams, haddock, and lobster are served with a smile. Join us for lunch or dinner, or order ahead to go. See our full menu at anglersseafoodrestaurant.com, your hometown seafood spot. Black Bear Crane is a family-owned and operated crane and rigging service provider located in Herman, covering the state of Maine with cranes from 27 to 240 tons. From roof trusses, HVAC units, steel and precast erection to modular home and communications equipment. Call 977-BEAR today. Hungry? Governors has you covered. Breakfast before the game, lunch at halftime, dinner after the buzzer, and dessert anytime. Dine in, grab it to go, or get it delivered with DoorDash or Uber Eats. Visit governorsrestaurant.com. Maine fans fuel up at Governors.
Rep Eastern Maine Sports with official merch made for real fans. Grab yours now by scanning the QR code on screen and wear the brand that brings the action live.
Eastern Maine Sports.
Rep Eastern Maine Sports with official merch made for real fans. Grab yours now by scanning the QR code on screen and wear the brand that brings the action live.
Eastern Maine Sports.
To Rouse Garage in Dover Foxcroft to discover the difference between walking into a local dealership versus a big dealer that uses high-pressure tactics the second you drive onto the lot. From selling you a vehicle to servicing your vehicle, Rouse Garage will treat you like you are the only customer. While you're there, check out their state-of-the-art automatic car wash. Rouse Garage, call them at 207-564-3434 or visit them at 191 East Main Street in Dover Foxcroft, Maine.
Get ideas and inspiration before your next building project even begins at Hammond Lumber Company. Create your vision when you explore Hammond's extensive in-store showroom displays, showcasing innovative trends from industry-leading suppliers and designers. Your Hammond sales rep will help you find the look you like, and Hammond's design team will help you make it your own. And Hammond delivers from 22 locations across Maine and New Hampshire. For your next building project, find your vision at Hammond Lumber Company.
Get hydrated and energized and feel fantastic at Pine State Nutrition. Whether you're an athlete, a workaholic, or a parent on the go, we have something for everyone. Get your tea or shake filled with healthy energy, hydration, immunity, protein, and so much more. Healthy starts here at Pine State Nutrition on Broadway in Bangor.
Bring the family to Angler's Restaurant, where Maine classics like fried clams, haddock, and lobster are served with a smile. Join us for lunch or dinner, or order ahead to go. See our full menu at anglersseafoodrestaurant.com, your hometown seafood spot. Black Bear Crane is a family-owned and operated crane and rigging service provider located in Herman, covering the state of Maine with cranes from 27 to
Hello and welcome back to an Eastern Maine Sports broadcast between the visiting Washington Academy Raiders and the Foxcroft Academy Ponies. The scoreboard says 27-12. Foxcroft Academy leads this one, and third quarter action is about to take place here in Dover Foxcroft at Foxcroft Academy. As the Raiders will start with the ball here in the third quarter. They have a 15-point deficit to climb back from.
Yeah, and they get the ball though to start. So again, you can't score all 15 at once, and the first 4 minutes of this third quarter are going to be very, very imperative for the Raiders. Can they get a little bit closer, or do they fall behind further? If they fall behind further, it's going to be tougher to overcome. Obviously, if they get a little closer, they have a chance here as we get into the second half.
And one thing I remember you telling me from the days of me playing for you when you coached is these next 4 minutes opening up the third quarter are the most important minutes of the basketball game.
Yeah,
Eddie Day with a shot there on the right side.
You talk about it, and it seems like it's so rudimentary, but it really is true. I mean, it's 4 minutes, right? There are 8 4-minute stanzas in every basketball game, a 32-minute game. But coming out of the locker room, especially in a fairly close game, those minutes can kind of decide whether the game's close in the fourth quarter or whether you can go to a blowout win.
As Mackenzie Smith from the left corner, her mid-range shot. Good. Actually, that was a three. Her feet behind the line is a three-pointer there for the Washington Academy Raiders as Addie Day dribbles right off the double screen. Finds Allie Cook, top of the key. No good on her three-pointer. There's an offensive rebound there from Maddie Muth to Nola Mason. Skip pass over to Allie Cook. To Day. To Hall. Back to Day. Back to Hall, over to Mason, top of the key. Right wing to Maddie Muth. She dribbles middle as the ball will get tied up. It'll be a foul called on the Raiders.
Yeah, Muth with the good drive. I don't think she's going to shoot. I think she's lining up to shoot, but I think it's going to be on the drive. I don't think she Oh, she is shooting too. Okay.
Interesting.
So
But
she'll go to the free throw line. But again, Ponies with good ball movement that time,
Right.
and I think making a concerted effort to get to the basket.
they feel comfortable off the dribble getting to the basketball hoop, and that's the difference between the two
Yeah.
teams. One's comfortable off the dribble, one's not right now. As the first free throw, no good from Maddie Muth. She'll have one more, though, here with 6 minutes and 50 seconds left here in the third quarter. Second half action just underway, and that ball will be tipped out of bounds. It'll be Raiders basketball. As no press from the Foxcroft Academy Ponies, they'll get back in the half court. Looks like they'll set up in a 2-3 zone as the Washington Academy Raiders dribble up the court.
Yeah, it looked like a 2-3 zone, but then
Now
they
we
pop
got
back
it.
out man-to-man.
Little disguised
No,
coverage.
I was going to say, that's good.
A little out of the Sean McDermott playbook. As we'll see Rhodey dribble to the right side. Her shot blocked by Nola Mason. Out of bounds, remain Raider basketball.
And I think as this game goes on, you talk about looking at a zone, which it wasn't. But, Foxcroft, maybe they'll throw that out there. Give a different look, work on some things. And it's easier to work on things in game situations with people that you don't know. You can do everything in practice, but guess what? You know what's coming as a player.
Right.
WA doesn't necessarily know what's going. They stick a three. So you know what? Raiders have started off the second half where they need to be, and that's making baskets.
And Mackenzie Smith with two big three-pointers here in the third quarter. As now the deficit is 12. Like you said, possession by possession, one play at a time, they're climbing back. Is that one no good by Maddie Muth? Rebounded by the Raiders. Howard to Rhodey, left wing. She dribbles top of the key to Neptune Milano. Her three, too strong off the backboard, no good. Ball's loose on the court as it'll be out of bounds. No call yet.
I think it stays with WA.
It'll stay here with WA,
Yeah,
Washington Academy.
Muth knocked it out of bounds. But again, the Raiders doing the basketball, getting some open shots. I don't know if that three was exactly what they wanted, but they had just stuck two in a row, so why not try another one?
Why not let it fly if you've been making it, as that won't be tipped out of bounds. Now it's Ponies basketball. As inbounding on the side, not much room in front of the Washington Academy bench is Addie Day, who kicks over to Cook. Mason in the left corner finds a cutting Muth, and she'll be fouled by Kalia Poor. As tic-tac fouls here in the second half, as both teams going to have to watch the reach, and their hands are going to have to play with their hands up.
And the Ponies, they got a good job, kick the ball to the corner, and they're cutting a man down through. So trying to always get somebody going towards the basket.
Usually you can get a lot of good things off a cutter. As Addie Day with a spin move off the pivot. No good. It'll be a foul. Called on Payson Hall.
That's a good drive by Addie Day that time. The spin move, under control, good shot up off the glass, just missed the layup. And that's going to happen sometimes, but you'd rather have her take that than not.
And that was a nice dribble move. Used the pivot foot, splits two defenders right there with the spin. Finds her spot there on the right side. I've always said great basketball players know their spots and they can get to them, especially off the dribble, and that's what we saw right there. As now the Raiders, Neptune Milano. She doesn't seem to want to shoot that top of the key three-pointer. As Howard will drive to the hoop, and Payson Hall. No call as Nola Mason misses a left-handed layup, gets her own rebound, and then makes it. And Maddie Muth looks like she fell down hard on.
Well, we got two players now.
Two players down.
One for Washington Academy got popped in the nose down on the other side, and then you had Maddie Muth down.
As we'll bring it right back after a commercial break here in Eastern Maine Sports.
Rouse Garage in Dover Foxcroft to discover the difference between walking into a local dealership versus a big dealer that uses high-pressure tactics the second you drive onto the lot. From selling you a vehicle to servicing your vehicle, Rouse Garage will treat you like you are the only customer. While you're there, check out their state-of-the-art automatic car wash. Rouse Garage, call them at 207-564-3434 or visit them at 191 East Main Street in Dover Foxcroft, Maine. Brothers Meats is a family-owned and operated business located in Guilford, Maine. We operate a local retail meat market along with a slaughterhouse, smokehouse, and processing plants. Herring Brothers has all sorts of meats from already pre-cut all the way to cutting it right on the spot for you. Also, while you're there, don't forget to try their wicked good beef jerky that is made right in Guilford, Maine. Call them at 207-876-4395 or visit them at 346 Water Street Monday through Saturday from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m.
Get ideas and inspiration before your next building project even begins at Hammond Lumber Company. Create your vision when you explore Hammond's extensive in-store showroom displays, showcasing innovative trends from industry-leading suppliers and designers. Your Hammond sales rep will help you find the look you like, and Hammond's design team will help you make it your own. And Hammond delivers from 22 locations across Maine and New Hampshire. For your next building project, find your vision at Hammond Lumber Company. Get ideas and inspiration before your next building project even begins at Hammond Lumber Company. Create your vision when you explore Hammond's extensive in-store showroom displays, showcasing innovative trends from industry-leading suppliers and designers. Your Hammond sales rep will help you find the look you like, and Hammond's design team will help you make it your own. And Hammond delivers from 22 locations across Maine and New Hampshire. For your next building project, find your vision.
Right back here at Foxcroft Academy, as we're coming right back after that commercial break and timeout. We had a player down going up for the shot. A Raider got whacked in the nose. A little bit of a bloody nose, a little bit of a spillage that needed to be cleaned up.
I think they're going to still need to clean it up, as our athletic director and athletic trainer here at Foxcroft Academy, Jackie Turtelot, will go grab some cleaning solution and get that picked up. But Howard, she was able to get up, and she had a smile on her face, even though she had a wad of gauze in her nose.
Yeah.
So, you know what, a trooper there. But she was able to walk off under her own power. So Coach Andy Dorr and the Washington Academy Raiders in their huddle right now. Same thing with Foxcroft Academy, Coach Tyler Muzzy and company. So we'll get underway here in just a moment with resuming the second half in a 31-17 game.
What have you seen from the Raiders so far in the second half? Because I know it was 15 coming out of halftime. Now it's 14, but it seems like the Raiders are getting a lot more offensively than they did in the first half.
Yeah, they are. Well, you know what? And Logan, at the end of the day, they've hit a few shots, right? And that always helps, because the shots are going to be there for the most part. It's just, can you make the shots? And they hit a three-pointer and a two-point basket here so far. So getting some things going on the offensive end. And the Ponies, same thing. You know, they're trying to find shots as well. So we'll see what happens in this next couple of minutes, because we're almost to that magic 4-minute mark of the third quarter.
We are, as 5:16 left here in the third period, as Jackie Turtelot, the athletic trainer for Foxcroft Academy, looks to have cleaned up the mess and all the blood off the court. As more basketball is yet to take place here, as both teams will make their way out of the huddle, and I think it will be, I don't know whose ball it is. I'm going to have to wait to see for that.
Because something happened down on this end.
Something did happen. I know it was a miss. Yep, Nola Mason missed that left-hand layup, got her own rebound, and then was fouled on the right-handed side.
Yeah.
So she'll go to line for 2 shots.
So it's going to be 2 shots for Nola Mason. Exactly, Logan. That's
Actually,
what happened.
yes, one shot as she made the basket.
Oh, okay.
As her free throw, no good off the front rim.
That's pretty hard to, after about a 5-minute delay, to have to come back and shoot your free throw.
Talk about icing the shooter.
Yes, exactly.
As Rhodey gets a screen from Neptune Milano, passes back to Neptune Milano. Her drive to the right side. Doesn't find a lane, doesn't find anyone to pass to, as now a timeout will be called by head coach. For head coach
Andy Dorr.
Andy Dorr for the Washington Academy Raiders.
So he'll take the timeout here, and didn't want to lose possession at this point. And I understand it. You know, it's a tipping point as to where we are right now in the game, and he doesn't want to lose possession of the basketball. So the Raiders will keep possession. They'll have to inbound the ball. We'll see what Foxcroft Academy does defensively. This is a spot in the game right now. If you're Foxcroft, come out with a different defense. Come with the 2-3 zone. See what happens.
Switch it up a little bit. See what happens. Like you mentioned, you know, coming up in, as we approach tournament season, you might as well try everything that's out in the playbook, because if you go in blind and maybe haven't really tried to figure out that 2-3 zone in games like this, and then it comes to a crucial moment, you haven't really gone to that look yet. That's where games like this, situations like this, you can really benefit from mixing things up and seeing what you got. It's all about personnel too. Well, what players can fill in for what spots for the different defenses, whether it's a half-court trap, half-court zone, full-court press. Different players can do different things on defensive side.
And I think a zone for Foxcroft could be fairly effective, especially because you do have some size that you could throw in the middle, whether it's Payson Hall or whether we have Maddie LaBelle who's coming back out. You could put her in the middle, and she can create some havoc in there for Foxcroft.
I've been really impressed by Cassie LaBelle and her rebounding. I think it's improved much from the start of the season, just her physicality and the way she comes down with it.
She had 9 first-half rebounds. Didn't score, but you know what? She didn't need to. She was getting rebounds, feeding her teammates, and had a good first half for the Ponies.
As Neptune Milano squares up for a 3. No good, but there'll be an offensive rebound as Rhodey comes down with it, and there'll be a foul.
Foxcroft just allowing Washington Academy to get inside position.
Right.
So
allowing them to really stick with the game because that wasn't there the whole first half.
Right. On the defensive end, you sit around, you turn and just kind of watch the ball as opposed to watch your opponent and get a better defensive position.
As Mackenzie Smith passes it right to Noah Mason, but Mason doesn't catch it. Goes back to Mackenzie Smith. She finds a player there in the left corner as Grace Johnson's 3 was no good, but will remain Raiders basketball. As Mackenzie Smith will inbound it underneath the basketball hoop on the right side. Calls the play. Doesn't find a cutter. Finds Neptune Milano. She dribbles to the right corner. Back over to Mackenzie Smith, who's had a couple big threes here in the quarter. Back out to Grace Johnson. To Neptune Milano, her 3. Strong off the back rim. Rebound by Nola Mason. Advances the ball up the court to Addie Day from the left side. No good. As it'll be tipped out of bounds and it will remain Foxcroft Academy basketball.
Right now, Washington Academy, now they're just kind of settling for the 3 in the sense that they've worked through their offense, and then they just take a 3, which means you took some time off the clock and didn't get a really great look.
Right.
So, we're at 14 points. They've chipped 1 point away off the halftime lead, and we reached that 4-minute mark of the third quarter.
As Noah Mason from the left corner, her 3, in and out, no good. Allie Cook tries to go for the rebound. Doesn't go her way. It will go right into the hands of the Raiders as Neptune Milano will dribble it up. Picks up her dribble. Passes back out to Rhodey. Rhodey dribbles to the right side. Out to Neptune Milano. Post touch down to Rhodey. Double team. Kicks it back out to Neptune Milano to the right corner. Grace Johnson back out to Neptune Milano. Now to Rhodey. Rhodey finds the left corner. That's Mackenzie Smith. Dribbles out of it. Pivots. Looks. Doesn't find anything, but finds Poor. Poor dribbles to the left side. Her shot. No good. Rebounded by Cassie LaBelle. Nola Mason pushing the pace for the Ponies. Gets to her spot on the right side. Dribbles through contact, and there'll be no call, but a jump ball called after, and it'll remain Ponies basketball.
Yeah, frantic pace there as Mason took the outlet pass, and she had an eye for the hoop, and she wasn't going to stop. So
yeah. Like a locomotive.
She ended up getting tied up. A couple more players coming in here for both these clubs. We'll see what Foxcroft does out of the inbounds pass.
Getting in the box formation. See a cross screen. Now back out to Cook. Her mid-range shot and the foul. No good. But Allie Cook will go to the line for 2 shots as the game is still 31-17. The Foxcroft Academy Ponies lead here with 3 minutes and 22 seconds left. Thank you to Hammond Lumber Company, Rowell's Garage and Car Wash, Herring Brothers Meats, Governor's Restaurant, Angler's Restaurants, Gordon Contracting, Sluggers Training Facility, Black Bear Crane, Ideal Energy Solutions, Millside Fitness, Jamie Gilbert, Next Home Experience, Roundy's Paving, Pine State Nutrition, and the Sports Arena for advertising with us and helping make these games free and available to you. If your business wants to sponsor and get the best bang for your advertising buck, contact our man Mark at eastermainsports@gmail.com. As there will be a foul called on the Ponies, and Washington Academy will have the basketball. As it's a 32-17 game as one of the 2 free throws fall for the Ponies.
I don't know if Mark's looking to get like people to call him or something or talk to him. Maybe that's his pride. He's cheaply trying to have people email him.
I guess the best way to get a hold of him is through the email.
It is. I try texting him. He never texts me back. He just
you email him. He's back to you in 5 seconds.
Instantaneously, yes.
It's crazy.
Toby, would you like to sponsor the game? Well, no, not really, but. But I guess if you asked nicely, I would.
It's yours, Grace Howard. Stolen away by Allie Cook. Here are the Ponies in transition. LaBelle, the left side, too strong. Offensive rebound by Maddie Muth. That one doesn't fall for the Ponies. The Ponies fighting for it. On the ground, on the court. Raiders come up with it. Up to Grace Howard. Her left-hand layup is too strong. No good, as layups are not falling for either side. This has been a little bit of chaos.
And I laugh. Just has been a lot. And we have a technical foul called here on Foxcroft Academy, but just the pace of this game as to what it is, and both teams missing some layups. So there is a technical call against Foxcroft.
As there will be a technical foul called on the Ponies, as the Washington Academy Raiders will have a free throw and then regain possession of the basketball coming out of this timeout break.
Yeah, they'll be a chance to get a couple free throws, and they'll get the ball back after the technical foul called against Foxcroft.
I mean, the deficit's kind of stayed the same throughout the game, around 10 to 15 points this entire game. And now with that technical foul, you're just opening a door for the Raiders offensively. They really haven't gotten anything, and possessions matter, especially the Ponies are not finding anything on the offense end. They're not getting shots to fall right now.
And it's a 15-point ball game. Possessions do matter, and especially for Washington Academy, they need more possessions to have an opportunity to score. But if this is a close game and that's a situation, you don't want that to fall and happen there either, because possessions, especially as you get closer to the tournament, when you get into the tournament in close situations, literally every possession matters. If you don't score, that's one less opportunity you have a chance to win.
Well, let me ask you this. As a head coach, let's say hypothetically you're trailing. What is the deficit going into the fourth quarter? What's the maximum amount for deficit you can feel comfortable with that you can come back?
Single figures. You get to 9 points. We always talked about this because we trailed a lot there. I remember some of those games. But you get down to a point where it's 15 points at the half. Say, look, chip it away. Get this to 9 before the end of the third
100%.
quarter. We can win a game if we trail by 9. Then you start to get to 11, 12. Then you're talking we might not have enough possessions to catch up.
Right.
So yeah, I mean, if you talk about it that way, it truly is probably to get it to single figures to have a real good opportunity. Now, do teams have comebacks, big comebacks? Sure. The three-point shot can make it, but I'd like to see it be down to 9 at that point.
Right. And this deficit is 12. So with a three-pointer here, this deficit can be 9.
Yeah.
As both teams with... Oh. It's 13-point deficit. Sorry, Mark.
Yeah,
my math isn't mathing. I'm a NEVSCOM student. I didn't do any math in college.
I don't know if you did any in high school either, from what I heard.
There's Grace Howard over to Rhodey. Rhodey with a nice entry pass to the post, but that will be deflected out of bounds. Now it's Pony basketball.
It's pretty sad when Mark has to correct us. Hey, wrong score there, guys.
Oh, my goodness. Wow. As Addy Day will dribble it up for the Ponies in a 13-point basketball game. As Allie Cook tries to give the post pass down back to Addy Day. Addy Day has been cutting all over the place.
Good defender for FA. She does a nice job staying with her man. She'll inbound the ball right now here for Foxcroft.
That is the inbound pass underneath the hoop. Allie Cook passes open and open three. Maddie Muth, the left side. Back out to Payson Hall. Her three.
Oh.
Short off the rim. Ponies fighting for it again. Here's Allie Cook. Always on the floor. And it will be Raiders basketball, excuse me.
Don't often see Payson Hall spot up for a three-point shot. She was open. There's no question she was open with that one. But a chance. And again, it's one of those risk-reward. You make the three-point shot, you're up 16. So, but instead they turn the ball back over to the Raiders.
Under 2 minutes left here in the third quarter. Ponies lead by 13 points still. As Mackenzie Smith pump fakes a three. Drives baseline. Finds a spot and should be fouled. Addie Day gets a hold of the arm. And Mackenzie Smith will go to the line for 2 shots for the Raiders.
With the way that's going, if you can get a lane to the basket, which the Raiders seem to be able to find that throughout the course of this second half, just keep going to the hoop. Keep going to the hoop, and good things are going to happen. And that opportunity, they go to the free throw line for 2 on the foul for Foxcroft, the third on Addie Day.
And now we have a 12-point deficit.
Yes.
Thank you, Mark.
We knew we were going to get there.
I can count to 1, that's for sure. As Maddie Muth with a defensive rebound. Nolan Mason, top of the key. To Cook. Back over to Muth. Now to the corner, Day. The right wing three. Swish! That one's good. Addie Day with a three-pointer, and the deficit is back up to 15.
Ponies doing what they want here at the end of the third quarter. Excuse me. Let's extend this lead back out.
And if you're that open for three, why not let it fly? As Mackenzie Smith pump fakes, drives baseline again, kicks back out to Rhodey. Her three, short, no good. And it'll be out of bounds and remain Raiders basketball.
Yeah, Day got tangled up that time with Mackenzie Smith, and the ball goes out of bounds off Addie Day, so the Raiders get it back.
As Mackenzie Smith kicks out to Neptune Milano, just inside the three-point line, off the back rim, no good. She gets her own rebound, though, fighting for it, pivots, and it'll be a traveling violation.
Covered a lot of ground there that time after ripping the ball away from Hall, so that is going to be a turnover on Washington Academy.
As Neptune Milano looked to try to pivot, get her way out of the tangle, and try to find Bella Cerrone, but called for the walk as the Ponies have the ball now. Cook, right wing to Payson Hall. Looks left, passes to Day. To Nola Mason. Her three, good! Another three-pointer for Nola Mason and another three-pointer for the Foxcroft Academy Ponies as they lead 38-20 now as the Raiders need a timeout. 48 seconds left here in the third quarter.
They got it down to 12. That was as low as the deficit was. And then all of a sudden, Foxcroft hit 2 straight threes. So that's how we talk about how quickly you can, you spend a lot of energy to get back in the game, and then just like that, you're back down 18. It kind of demoralizes you. I like the time out there, just trying to settle the troops down. But WA needs a hoop here before the end of the third quarter.
And it seems like when you crawl back and chip away at it, once you get it down within single digits, once the shots start flying, it feels like you can find your way back into the ball game. But shots are not falling for the Raiders right now.
Yeah, and every possession that they don't get a basket, any possession that this stays 18 is, is closer and closer to the end, and especially we're coming up on the end of the third quarter. So long road to hoe here for the Washington Academy Raiders in the fourth quarter.
As the first warning buzzer sounds for the timeout, as I'm Logan Martin, joined by Toby Nelson, Mark Callahan, and Colton Coro. I keep messing up your last name. I'm going to get that right eventually.
I just changed it to Smith. It'll be easy. So.
See, I feel like Callahan is it's more known of a last name than Callahan, so I'm still adjusting to that.
Okay.
Callahan, and I looked at the end and still said the H. I mean, that's on me. I just need to figure it out for next broadcast. As Mark Callahan, Colton Coro on the camera. I'm next to Toby Nelson. I'm Logan Martin. Appreciate you guys tuning in to an Eastern Maine sports broadcast between the Ponies and the Washington Academy Raiders. As that three from Allie Cook, no good. Rebounded by the Raiders. As right corner, Howard's three. That one's in. Threes are hitting for the Raiders, but that's about it. As now Allie Cook on the left side dribbles and drives to the lane. Her basket is up and in as the horn sounds to end the third quarter. Fourth quarter action coming up next. We'll be right back on Eastern Maine Sports.
And softball training facility has the perfect gift for the budding all-star on your holiday shopping list. Give the gift of training. Sluggers offers both group and one-on-one lessons for all levels. Give the gift of experience. From batting cages to advanced technology, Sluggers is the perfect place to get practice and improve skills. Give the gift of competition. Joining a travel team at Sluggers is a great way to learn and grow with new friends. You're sure to hit it out of the park when you give the gift of Sluggers.
Rouse Garage in Dover Foxcroft to discover the difference between walking into a local dealership versus a big dealer that uses high-pressure tactics the second you drive onto the lot. From selling you a vehicle to servicing your vehicle, Rouse Garage will treat you like you are the only customer. While you're there, check out their state-of-the-art automatic car wash. Rouse Garage, call them at 207-564-3434 or visit them at 191 East Main Street in Dover Foxcroft, Maine.
Hello and welcome back to Eastern Maine Sports. I'm Logan Martin with Toby Nelson, Colton Coro's on the camera, and Mark Callahan here with me today. As the Ponies coming out of timeout, up by 17 points. As right out of the timeout, we'll have a jump ball. It'll be switch possessions now to the Raiders. Taking a look at the top scorers for the Ponies, who lead this one. Nola Mason with 12 points, Addie Day with 9 points, Payson Hall with 8 points, And Maddie Muth with 7 points. Very spread out in the scoring column for the Ponies, and that's what they like to see in games like this.
Yeah, exactly. They've got close to double figures with several players. Mason, you mentioned, with 12, but and then LaBelle with, 11 rebounds in this ball game. So she's done what she's needed to do. Hasn't scored, but she's been able to do some other good things here for Foxcroft.
This would be a traveling violation called on the Raiders. It would be Foxcroft Academy basketball here in the fourth quarter.
You know, I haven't been outside since I got here this afternoon.
What's the weather?
About, I'm going to check the temperature
Todd
right now.
Simcox weather report.
It's -4 right now.
-4?
Actually. Yeah, that seems
what
like
does it feel like, Toby?
Feel like -17.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's great.
Wow.
Once you get down to when you get down to about 10 above, I don't really think it matters what the temperature is, right?
No. I mean, at what point do you start to get mad at the weather?
You know, I get mad. I'm an old man. I stare at the sky and scream. So.
Jeez. I step outside and I get smacked in the face. As that three-pointer is up and good for the Ponies, as now the deficit is 20.
Yeah, Nola Mason for 3. She's got 15 points now for the Foxcroft Ponies as they try to close this one out in a big way.
I feel like the majority of her points have come from the three-point line.
Yeah, it has. She shot the ball very well, extremely well. Hasn't had a great opportunity or a need to drive to the basket too much.
As Howard dribbles to the right side, shot over Hall, no good. It's tough to shoot a layup over Payson Hall. As Noah Mason on the right side passes over to Maddie Muth, her left-handed layup blocked by Neptune Milano, rebounded by Mackenzie Smith. Transition pass up to Howard, left-handed layup, strong off the backboard, no good. Rebounded again by Howard, no good. Rebounded by the Ponies, Allie Cook, who looks to dribble but gets fouled by Neptune Milano. The foul will be called and the Ponies will inbound it.
Howard saw Payson Hall closing up shop quick, and then she had to hurry that shot on the miss, and the rebound was underneath the hoop, not able to get a great look at it. So ball turned back over on the foul to Foxcroft Academy.
I think Payson Hall would block my layup.
Yeah, I wouldn't go up against her.
No, no. Just like Cassidy LaBelle, just tall and kind of like Lucas Sands for the boys team. Just a presence underneath, down low, rebounding defensively, even offensively with the spacing. As Maddie Muth here in transition pulls up for a mid-range shot, in and out, rebounded by Payson Hall, up and in.
She's got 10 now for Foxcroft. So Muth with that time had a choice. Take the shot, which is fine. You dish it off, whatever. She took the shot and missed it, but Hall right there for the rebound and the putback.
As Payson Hall having a great game today, scoring in on the rebounds. As that three-pointer no good by Mackenzie Smith. Another rebound by Payson Hall. Transition pass up to Nola Mason. Mid-range shot good.
Yeah,
nice touch.
Lost start in the game of basketball, mid-range jump shot. And Mason, what happens if you drive? Well, you have a chance to take a player control foul. Pull up from 15 and hit the shot.
100%.
So.
She drives, defender steps up, she pulls up. As now the Raiders, left corner, back out to Neptune Milano. Dribbles to the right side to Howard. She pulls up for three. Strong, no good. Rebounded by Nola Mason. She'll pivot, look for a guard. Calls for Addie Day to come back and get the basketball. She does.
A good opportunity here for the Ponies to start really working through some offensive sets. I think they might get some other players in the game too. But a chance here in the last 5 minutes of the game to make a few things happen, even though you have a lead as the ball's loose on the floor.
As 3 players on the court on a loose ball. It will be a jump ball violation. It will stay with the Ponies as Addie Rayfield will check in for the game for Allie Cook.
Yeah, so Rayfield in. It's the first time we've seen her today. Played a lot of minutes in the JV game that finished up a little bit ago. So Foxcroft looking like they're going to sweep the day here as they've won both JV games. They won the boys varsity game in overtime and have a 24-point lead right now with 5 minutes to go.
You can find our broadcast at EasternMainSports.com, on YouTube at Eastern Maine Sports Media, or on X at Eastern Maine Sports. All games are available free, live, and also on replay at EasternMainSports.com or on YouTube. Appreciate you guys tuning in to this Eastern Maine Sports broadcast. I'm Logan Martin with Toby Nelson, Mark Callanan, and Colton Coros on the camera. Again, Ponies will find their way to the free throw line as Maddie Muth will shoot 2 shots. 24-point game here as the Ponies lead 47-23 with just under 5 minutes left. So the first free throw is good. Now substitution will be made for the Raiders as number 14, Bella Cerrone, will check into the game. As Muth's second free throw, good. Now the lead is a quarter century.
Yeah, right. Well, it's 26, actually. So.
Oh, my goodness, man. Can we talk about this? Can we talk about my math right now?
Yeah, we really need to revisit your transcripts, I believe.
Where's Mr. Stroud when you need him?
I know.
I need a lesson from Wayne.
Maddie Muth shaking up a little bit as she's going towards the bench. I don't know.
We also saw at the end of the half, too, she came down hard after a missed layup and fell right on that tailbone. I wonder how much is lingering. 26-point lead.
So her sister Lydia will check in.
As Lydia Muth will come into the basketball game for the Ponies. As a three-pointer by Howard, no good. Rebound by the Raiders. As the Ponies will come up with the rebound, as now Addie Day looks like she's in some pain too. And there'll be another whistle. And pause in action. Looks like it will stay with the Ponies. There'll be a foul called on the Raiders.
Yeah, Raiders foul. So we'll not a shooting situation, just a third team foul. Lily Balliant is called for the foul.
As Addie Day will dribble up the center of the court. Pass to the right wing. Down to Payson Hall. Back out to Addie Day. Pump fakes a three. Looks to Addie Rayfield. Down to Payson Hall. Great pass. No good off the back rim. And there'll be a foul called on the rebound. As again, stop and play, and it'll remain with the Ponies.
Foul will go against Washington Academy. So Rayfield with a nice drive and the miss. And then you have the foul on the other end. So
really nice play by Addie Rayfield right there. Draw the defender, create attention by driving baseline, beating her defender, gets the defender to step. Nice little bounce pass down to Payson Hall right in front of the rim. As Addie Day will inbound it for the Ponies. Finds Payson Hall wide open on the left side. No good. Neptune Milano with the rebound for the Raiders. Now Mackenzie Smith on the right side will dribble it up. Swings back over to Neptune Milano. Over to Cerrone. Now Balliant. She'll turn, pivot, and face. Her shot no good. It'll be out of bounds. There'll be a timeout called by Washington Academy. As frustration boiling over for the Raiders. As Balliant will check out of the game. But we'll keep it here. 26-point game with under 4 minutes left in the fourth quarter. You know, you brought it up. You'd like to see the Ponies work on a little bit of their half-court sets offensively, just set up and prepare for what's to come. You know, the last 3 games on the schedule, Central, then Holton, and then playing Dexter. So still games left to be played, still development to be made for both teams. What can you see from the Ponies here? Who can we find with the ball in their hands? Isn't Mason? Is she still in this game at this point?
Yeah, if you're still in the game, that's definitely who's going to have the handle on the ball. But we'll see if Coach Muzzy changes some things out. But, I mean, let's be honest. When it comes down the stretch, when we're talking about tournament games, when I talk about real competitive basketball that the Ponies will get to here down in Bangor, it's going to be the starting 5 that we saw out in the court, plus probably Payson Hall that will have an opportunity to really see some big minutes, barring any foul trouble, barring any injuries, just if everything is as equal. So I'll be interested to see how the Ponies fare as the season goes on. And I think they are dropping into a 2-3 zone right now.
They are, and I wonder if it's just for the inbound or if it will be their half-court defense as Neptune Milano squares up for a 3 from the corner. No good. Aggressive, fast rebound by Mason. She's in transition. Her layup good as Noah Mason blowing by all the Raiders defenders, just hustling to the basketball and finds her way wide open.
They fell into the 2-3 zone. They get out of the 2-3 zone. Now they go back into their half-court man-to-man.
That's Howard. Pass over to number 11. That's Grace Johnson. She drives baseline. Gets stolen away by Addie Day. She'll dribble it up for the Ponies. To Mason. She'll shoot the 3. That one's good as well. It's Noah Mason on fire from the three-point line here today.
He has no problem shooting the basketball. Very talented player here for Foxcroft Academy.
And now she is up and over 20 points.
And this lead ballooned quickly. It's up to 31 right now. It was at 12 at one point late in the third quarter.
As Noah Mason just a second ago had 12 points. Now she has 22 points here. As Addie Day over to Payson Hall. Her mid-range shot short. Rebounded by Neptune Milano, who seems to be doing a lot of the dirty work on the boards for the Raiders. Here's Howard. She'll square up from 3. That one's deep. Short. Rebounded by Rayfield. It'll be a foul. Foul called on number 11, Grace Johnson, the sophomore forward for the Raiders.
And that is the 4th or 5th. 15 foul, 2 shots. Yeah, 2 shots here for Foxcroft. So Addie Rayfield will go to the free throw line. Sophie Day and Sabrina Douglas getting set to check in here for Foxcroft Academy.
Yep, that'll be number 10, Sophie Day, and number 14, Sabrina Douglas. as Coach Tyler Muzzy looking to go to the depth on the bench to finish this one out. With 2 minutes and 39 seconds left, the Foxcroft Academy Ponies lead by 31 points. Did I do that
Bingo.
math right?
There you
They
go.
are leading by 31 points. It's a 54-23 game. It's Addie Rayfield's free throw. Good. Howard will dribble it up for the Raiders. Over to Smith. Post touch. Down to Rhodey. And there will be a blocking foul called on Sabrina Douglas, as Rhodey will go to the line for 2 shots.
So Rhodey to the free throw line. Douglas called for the foul, her first, second on the team.
It's Rhodey's first shot of 2. Short, no good. No substitutions for either team. This might be the lineups that finish it out for both squads. As the Ponies look to box out, that'll be rebounded by Sophie Day. Sophie Day up to Sabrina Douglas, goes through the hands and out of bounds. And it'll be Raiders ball. As it will be Mackenzie Smith inbounding to Howard. It's Grace Howard to Rhodey. As the Ponies still in the 2-3. Grace Howard, another deep 3. No good. Good physical offensive rebound. But a little too physical. They'd be called for an over-the-back violation. It'll be Ponies basketball.
2 shots, I think, at this one with
It
the
will
foul.
be 2 shots because the Ponies are now in the bonus.
Sabrina Douglas going to the free throw line for 2 shots.
That free throw in and out. No good. Just one more shot for Sabrina Douglas. Again, I'm Logan Martin, here with Toby Nelson, Mark Callanan, and Colton Coro on the camera. Appreciate you guys tuning in to an Eastern Maine Sports broadcast. As the Foxcroft Academy Ponies lead the Washington Academy Raiders 56-23 with now 2 minutes left in the fourth quarter. As Addie Rayfield will dribble out of trouble and advance the basketball up to Muth. As Muth over to Sophie Day. Back rim, no good. Rebounded by the Raiders, and another foul call, and this one will be on Sabrina Douglas.
Only the 3rd team foul, so no shots yet here for the Washington Academy Raiders.
So the refs are still calling this game the same way they've been calling it in the first quarter. Both teams going to have to clean up the defenses in the reaching and the body contact. Is a lot of fouls here in the last half of this game. As we have number 10, Cushing, to Neptune Milano, to Rhodey. Howard, another 3. Too strong, no good. Rebounded by Neptune Milano. Back to Grace Howard, spin move, turns, passes to Neptune Milano. Post touchdown to Rhodey, on Payson Hall, gets blocked.
Good block by Hall.
That was a good block by Payson Hall. Now Sophie Day. Left corner, left wing to Muth. She'll dribble, drive, and a nice little floater by Muth. That's Lydia Muth. The guard for the Ponies coming off the bench with 2 points. As that 3-pointer is good for the Raiders, as there'll be a timeout called on the court by the Washington Academy Raiders.
I think they wanted to get a sub in the ball game here with a minute to go. So, you know, assuming there may not be another whistle, you take the timeout to get the sub in.
Right, so it looks like substitutions will be made. And coming up next, our Hometown Nutrition is proud to be the player of the game sponsor. Stop in at 2402 US Route 2 in Herman to get your teas, shakes, and more. We'll have your Hometown Nutrition player of the game here after the game, and we'll have an interview ready and set up for that. but still a minute left to go in this
Yeah, a reminder coming up this week on Eastern Maine Sports, Tuesday night, doubleheader action as Penquist takes on Dexter. That's a 5:15 start time, so that's over at Dexter Regional High School. Wednesday night, Mattanock at Dexter Girls. Should be an interesting Class C matchup. That's at 6:15. Logan, you're on the call of that one on Wednesday. Friday, Carabec is at Valley. The Cobras and the Valley Cavaliers. Doubleheader starts at 4:45. And next Saturday, a week from tonight, right about now actually, Fort Kent and Mattanock boys. It's a scheduled 5:15 start.
That'll be a good game, right?
Should be a great game. You're talking about right now the number 2 and 4 teams in Class C. Now it could be 2 and 3, could be 1 and 4, next week at this time, but still a couple upper echelon Class C boys teams.
Yep. So that'll be an interesting matchup to finish out the regular season for Class C boys basketball. Is Sabrina Douglas, right corner 3, too strong, no good. Rebounded by the Raiders. As Cushing will dribble it up. 40 seconds on the clock. As number 22, Ziva Marcel, excuse me, she'll get the post touch. She'll pass it back out to Huntley. Huntley will dribble right. It'll be stolen away by Sophie Day. She'll dribble to the right side. Through contact, no good on the layup. Offensive rebound by the Ponies. Here's Rayfield. Back out to Payson Hall. Her mid-range shot. Almost off the back rim and in, but Sophie Day comes up with another offensive rebound. No good. As now the Raiders are in transition, but not too fast as Rayfield almost comes up with a steal. And now the Raiders will pull up for 3 and it'll be no good. As time has expired here in the fourth quarter, Ponies come away with a 58-26 victory. As coming up next, we'll have our hometown nutrition player of the game, and that will be, we'll cut to a commercial break. We'll be right back.
Sweatshirts, jackets, hats, baby clothes, and much more. Get your Eastern Maine Sports merch at www.bonfire.com/store/eastern-maine-sports or at easternmainsports.com. Wide selection of items available with more being added frequently.
Are you looking for the perfect house? Well, look no further than Next Home Experience Realtor, Jamie Gilbert. Jamie covers the greater Bangor area all the way up to Greenville. She offers superior personal service before, during, and after your transaction. So if you are in the greater Bangor area and you see Luke the next home dog on a lawn, make sure to call Next Home Experience Realtor, Jamie Gilbert. Give her a call at 207-343-1215 and get started on finding your dream home today.
Explosions broke in the sky. All that I needed was the one thing I couldn't find, and you were there at the turn, waiting to let me know. We're building it up to bring it back down.
Hello and welcome back to Eastern Maine Sports. I'm Logan Martin, joined with Nola Mason, our hometown nutrition player of the game. Nola, 22 points on the night. You had 4 3-pointers. What was feeling good with your shot today coming into this game?
I really don't know. I mean, I'm happy like they were going in, and after I hit the first 2 especially, I just started feeling on, and I was like, if I'm going to hit them, I'm going to keep trying to hit them. If I don't, then I don't, but I just went for it.
I mean, you're exactly right, because I noticed in the start of the game, you're trying to find post touches down underneath the basketball hoop.
Yeah.
They weren't really finding entryways to get you those post touches, so you kind of worked your way outside the three-point line. Your shot was falling, and you performed really well from behind the three-point line, obviously scoring a lot of points. What, other than the scoring, are you proud about with this team and how you guys performed here today?
The last 2 games especially, we've been doing really well on the defensive end, and just holding teams to like small amounts and just being able to get better at rebounding and just stopping the offensive players, because especially the last games before that we were on a drought kind of in defense. So I think it's really important that we are like stepping it up and finally getting better on D.
Well, I think you bring up an excellent point because in that first half, nothing was working for the Raiders off the dribble. It seemed like everything they wanted to create was off a pick and roll at the top of the key, and they had no lane to the basketball hoop off the dribble. It was really clogged. And you mentioned the defense has made some improvements.
Yes.
What individually for you, defensively, have you made improvements in throughout the season, would you say?
I think this game I was more intense, which I was proud of myself for because I do struggle with that, and because I get frustrated with myself, and when I do good, I get like happy about it. And I think this was a good example, and I think this was one of my better defensive games. So I was pretty thrilled about that.
I would agree, and you had a great game. So
Thank you.
Noah Mason with 22 points, 4 threes, and tremendous defense as the Ponies come away with a 58-26 win. Let me find the gift card. It's right in front of me. Hometown Nutrition Player of the Game, Noah Mason.
Thank you.
Congratulations, great work,
Thank
great
you
job.
so much.
Thank you guys very much. I'm Logan Martin. I was joined by Toby Nelson, Colton Coro, and Mark